Hello all, and welcome to tonight's beer review, which I am dubbing the Dragon Quest VI beer review, because that's all I did all day, more or less. I didn't have any work, so other than for a short break to watch Jeopardy, I pretty much just played that old Super Famicom game all day long. So yeah, lazy summer, you know? It is what it is, yeah? And what a great thing it is. So, beer we will be reviewing today is the Redhook. I'm not sure if it's the spring or summer seasonal. I would guess it's their spring seasonal. And that is the Seedy Blonde Apple Ale. I'm going to be forthright. Other than pumpkin beers, I don't like most fruit beers. Which is strange because, you know, I that cider that I tried a little while back, that was really good. But for some reason, mixing, you know, grain and hops with fruit kind of doesn't do it for me. I'm always going to keep an open mind, though. And I'm always going to try to give the fairest review possible. So, without further ado, let's go and open this bad boy up. Giving it a fairly vigorous pour. Get a head here. This tends to dissipate pretty quickly. Clear, light, yellow-orange color. Doesn't really show up too well, but there's a tinge of orange to it. With a fizzy, frothy white head that's quickly diminishing. Not much smell there. Got a faint hint of green apples and some wet stone. Maybe some dry malts underneath it. Hint of slightly grassy florals. All in all, not much there. Even the apple aspect's pretty weak. Very light bodied. Just a slight hint of apple in the front. A bit more like diluted apple juice rather than apple cider. Almost nothing in the mids. And in the end, just a very slight ghost of earthy hops, slightly bittering on the tongue, and kind of a ghost of malt there, ghost of malt sweetness. Very carbonated and prickly on the tongue. Very noticeable because there's so little flavor otherwise. Once the head is gone, there's a bit of a metallic off taste to the off smell to the palate. Like the apple's gone, it's sort of replaced by a very light metallic or aluminum smell. It's refreshing, at least. Honestly, there's not much there. I would say this is like somebody took some Coors Light or Bud Light and put a shot of apple juice in it. Not much hops, not much malts, just a ghost of apple. Like I said, not much there, and it's not even 5 minutes. warming it up doesn't seem to do much to increase it. So I guess I'm gonna cut it short here. At least it doesn't taste god awful like that Wicked Apple stuff, that Wicked Apple beer, Wicked Apple Ale, or whatever it is, Wicked Orchard. That's pretty god awful. No, Red's Apple Ale. That stuff's horrible. This is better than that. That said, there's not much to go and lend to it. It's not grievously offensive, other than, you know, there's just that slight metallic offset to it. You know, even though I don't like apple beers, I have to say this is a pretty weak example of one in every single way. So yeah, I wouldn't try this. If you like beers, if you like apple ciders, or even if you like apple beers, it's just no there. So skip this. Go and have yourself a Redhook ESB. That's my suggestion. That's a beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers. Oh, and this is 5.0 ABV. Good night.